Okay, it's got part of you. Let me just, scoot in just a tiny. There you go. All right. I think we're good. Does it show up on my screen yet? Okay. Let's see if it comes up. Okay, we're slow in here, guys, so we're... Okay, it's a delay. All right, and I've got to mute this, right? Okay, so it's still... Are we paused? Are we going? We're good. Okay, I think we're good. So we should be fine. All right, well, hello. This is, what day of the week is it? Tuesday, March 17th. And we're going to get started. I will reintroduce him later when we get some more people on here. But this is Levi.
Hello.
This is our son Levi. And he works in Soap Commander and does a bunch of stuff for us. So we thought we'd just do a Facebook Live here to explain a few things and to share some ideas with you. And we'll give it a couple minutes here. We're having a delay. Okay, there are people watching, so well, we can go ahead and start and just talk a little bit, chit chat till we get some other people in here. But so this has been a weird week. We are in Alabama, and what day did they make the announcement that we actually had like an official COVID-19 case? Friday, and here we are at Tuesday. We've gone from 0 confirmed cases to, I think when we checked last it was like 39. Okay, so schools are closed and businesses are closed and all that kind of stuff, and so your school is closed.
Yes, it is. Well,
it's not closed. The campus
for the most part
is closed, so you're not going to classes on campus anymore.
I'm not. No, the rest of the semester they're doing online. This week actually is spring break for us, so
that's right.
We don't have any class regardless, but starting next week, the rest of the semester, we're going to be online.
Which you've been doing a lot of online classes anyway, so it's not that new.
Yes,
for you.
Taking a lot of them. So.
Right, and but who knows? You're supposed to take summer classes too, so that's probably going to be online.
Yeah, summer.
And we'll just have to see what comes of that. But anyways, so that's been a change. We homeschool, so there's not a huge change on us educationally, except that we're not going out and doing like music lessons and run to the store and go to the library and all those things that we would normally do in our weekly routine is altered. Then we have church has been altered for us too, and I don't know. Like everybody else, life's just different. But we haven't had to make as drastic changes as a lot of families have. So I'm thankful for that. One of the big things I'm really thankful for, and that we've talked about before, is that we can work from home. Yeah. So that's huge. I don't have to go anywhere. USPS right now is still running and coming and picking up packages. So I'm not even having to leave. We can continue on with our homeschooling and making things in here and shipping them, which is one of the reasons Levi's with me. There's another main reason, but one of the side reasons is I don't think many of you have met Levi. There's a couple of you that have. And anyways, Levi does all of our shipping, all of the shipping. He pulls orders, does all that. He runs most of the website and troubleshoots all the computers in our home, besides a million other things. But and collaborates with me about ideas and scents and
Label design.
label design. Yeah, you do all the label designing too. That's right. He works with the label company, does all that. Yes, and Mike Buckmarsh just said I've met that young man.
Yep.
So yes, and we were talking about that Mike was somebody that you have met,
Yes, I have.
and a couple other people here and there.
Mm.
But anyways, Levi. Okay, so I don't know, like in a sentence, tell people a little bit about yourself. I put you on the spot completely there.
Okay. Well, I'm a junior at Athens State University, majoring in computer science, information security, with a minor in mathematics, and I just enjoy helping out around here and shipping packages, doing what I can to help.
Yes, and you enjoy music,
Mm-hmm.
and you follow like politics
Yep.
stuff. You enjoy that, and like smart intellectual jokes
Yeah.
that deal with math and computer science.
So,
All right, so that was that. That was the one reason I wanted him on there too. But the other reason is about soap sticks, which we're going to get to in just a minute. But before that, we put out here some of the stuff that's coming up. Just as a quick reminder, Thursday is the first day of spring, and we've been having some nicer weather. I mean, it's been rainy, but temperatures have been better here, so it's kind of felt closer to spring for us, and we're really excited about a new scent. Now, the interesting thing is, you don't really care for this scent.
I do not know.
Right. So we have a seasonal scent crew, and they choose a scent, they vote. So I guarantee you it's completely chosen by votes and not our preferences, because this is not what you would have chosen. I don't know that it would have been my first choice. I liked all three of them, but anyways, this one we picked the name, I don't know, like a month or so ago. Maybe it's been over a month ago. One of our crew members picked the name.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And Kat says hi. Hi, Kat.
Hello.
Anyway, so we have Embark, and that's coming out Thursday, and that's our 2020 spring scent. Our seasonal scent crew already has it.
Most of them.
Right, because we have one great seasonal scent crew member who is stuck with us, and he's in Japan.
Yes, and I just checked. He doesn't have it yet.
He doesn't have it yet. Okay, hopefully it'll make it there quickly.
Yes.
But his is en route. So we've done the normal shaving soap and the, I don't even,
Blocking.
am I blocking it?
No.
Oh. We're watching it on the screen, but there's a delay, so we're not really sure what's going on here. Embark. Shaving soap. The aftershave splash. The aftershave balm. And then the bath soap. Then we also decided I had some leftover splash, and it wasn't enough to fill another bottle, but I hate throwing things away. And so we thought, well, let's use it as samples. So this is the actual Embark splash, and it's just a dram worth, a small vial here, and that's on our website now too. The rest of the products will be on Thursday, so we need to work on that tomorrow. They'll be on Thursday. The splash sample's already on there, and that is one way you can sample that. So, any questions about Embark, let us know. Oh, so Mike says, which was your favorite from the three? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay, we had a tan, a blue, and a yellow.
I think it was the yellow was my favorite.
The yellow, it was kind of like an orange.
I think it
It
was
was a
that one.
citrus,
Yeah.
and a little bit of a pepperish.
Yeah, so this one was my least favorite of the three. So.
Right. Scent profile. Oh, for Embark. It's tonka, the oud, and like a powder tone. There's more to it than that, but it's a softened. It's deep. If you're familiar with our Fortitude scent, I would call it kind of in that, like a cross between Fortitude and a barbershop tone in there. it's not heavy, but it's rich. I think it's a kind of a full-bodied, rich scent there. Hope that helps to Steve. And again, feel free to keep asking us questions and as we go along. But the reason I told Levi I really want to do this video, and I kind of twist his arm a little bit, he's being a good sport for me here. He had this brilliant idea, and I will give him credit. Well, it started with Alton Brown.
Yes.
Okay, so you sent me a video Monday, right, of Alton Brown doing a hand washing video. And it was good. And if you haven't seen it, just scroll back on our page a little bit when this is done, and you can watch it. It's like, I don't know, just a couple minutes worth. And he talks about the importance of hand washing, especially in light of, the restrictions we're under and the precautions everybody's trying to take right now for health reasons with this virus floating around. So he has this really funny kind of hand washing tutorial that actually the kids have told me they started doing the 5 count thing, which is kind of funny. Yeah. But anyways, in there he has a little tin, a little container that he says he takes his soap with him because he's not sure if the bathroom's going to have soap there or what kind of soap it'll be, or he doesn't want to be caught soapless. So he takes his soap. So Levi had an idea of what would the soap sticks fit in the tin, and they fit like perfectly. We did not plan that, but it fit perfectly. Now, the tin that Levi's using, we covered the name of it so we didn't have any like copyright name branding issues, but it's a metal tin that you would get you can show it from the grocery store, well, pretty much any store, right? Drugstore, the gas station, whatever, that has mints, small mints in it. And it's pretty standard size metal tin. And so he likes mints, and he had this tin on hand, and he tried soap sticks in there. So I'm going to move this Embark stuff out of the way. So the point that is, we just started selling, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, soap sticks. We just started selling these soap sticks, and when we get a full-size bar soap, we cut our soaps into bars. Sometimes they're just a tad bit too big to fit inside the box that we sell. And so if they don't fit inside the box, we kind of just cut the bottom of it off, just a little bit, just so that it still is, plenty big, but can slide into the box without like bursting the box open. Well, some batches, the soap just is taller than we expect. Again, because I don't like to waste stuff, so I just pour the extra stuff in there, the extra soap batter, and sometimes it makes the soap a little too high. So we take and just cut off like the bottoms. Well, we had so many of these sticks. We're like, what do we do with these? Again, I don't want to throw them away. So some of my kids over the years have used these in their drawers as just like a clothes freshener, make sure clothes smell like the soap. You can also take some of them out and put them in one of our like soap nets and use it as, in the shower. You could hang it up someplace as like an air freshener. You could put it in your vehicle. There's lots of things you can do with it. And so, and also like take it on the go, but I wasn't really thinking, how do you do that without making a mess before now? But Levi's going to show you can. So
go
ahead.
Got a bag here of the soap sticks. Just take a couple of them out. And they're the perfect size to fit into the tin can. And you can put a few of them in there and take it with you like that.
Perfect. Okay, so if you did that, you've got a couple options where the kids and I were talking about this. So if you're in the bathroom and you got your container with you of your tin of the soap sticks, you can do a couple different things. You could take one out and just use one and then discard it. the other option is it might be messier. You could, if you don't use too much of it, you could put it back in, but then your other soaps are going to get a little wet, and you'd have to remember when you get home to take them out and let them dry. That's an option. The other option is just to break them. Like, I would take like this and break off half of it, and then just use this piece and discard it. So you have a lot of uses in there.
Yeah.
Of course, if you were generous, depending on what bathroom you were using or whatever, where you were at, I mean, you could leave the stick there for somebody else to use, possibly. I don't know, lots of different options, but so that's the idea. Now, I have ordered some of the tins without the brand, that are not from that brand, and they're just plain silver tins, and so we're gonna have those. I think they're supposed to be in by the weekend, and so we'll have those. If you want to buy a set of the soap sticks and use a tin, and we'll have the tins available that will fit. Right, so Kat says, especially smart for those of us who need to wash our hands all the time at work. Some people still are going to work on a daily basis, and like Kat works in medical environment, and so they're, obviously very conscientious about hand washing and sanitary and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you could just fill that up in the morning, take it with you, and you have that available. A divider in the tin so you could separate the used portion. Okay, if you came up with something that could separate your used and or something to maybe, we have those, our samples come in those glassine bags.
Yes.
You could keep like a glassine bag in there. Let me grab one more quick.
Put the used.
You could put the used one in a glassine bag.
And then it would keep the other ones dry.
And it would keep the other ones dry. So these are the bags that we use for samples of our shaving soap samples and also the bath soap samples. So say that I was using a full stick, and I used it, washed my hands, I could slip it in here and then just kind of fold it over, stick it in there, and close it up. So next time I need to go use the restroom, I get out, take this out, unwrap it, and I've got this one. This barrier is going to keep the rest of mine from getting wet.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Okay, someone else said wax paper. Exactly. This is kind of a similar feel to a wax paper, but that would work.
You might lose a little bit of space with the bag, but
yeah,
it would be worth it though if you could reuse it.
If you could reuse the soap, you wouldn't have to take as many sticks with you, and you could reuse it.
Yes.
Oh, on the fly, another idea. That's good. Okay, so then the other thing that you realized after we talked about soap sticks is the samples that we send out of the bath soaps. They also would fit in. So sometimes with orders, and these samples, these are bath soap samples. We don't sell these samples. These are just extras, like if we're cutting and it's like we've got an end piece that's not big enough to be a full bar, and we cut it into sample sizes. Or like when we make the really big thing of bath soap and we cut that into logs, we have like an extra edge and we chop those up to be samples. So that, ta-da, fits right in too. Again, if you wanted to keep your container from being too wet for some reason, you could use wax paper, or you could use one of those glassine bags that the sample comes in, because the sample is going to come to you. I don't have one wrapped right now.
Grab one.
Sure. It'll come in one of those bags, and you could just use that bag in there. So here's a bath soap sample of Honor. You could put it in there, and you've got it in there too. So that's another option. Now some of our samples though, like these are a good size. These are convenient to just plop right in. I've got a sample of the bath soap Embark. That's the Embark scent. The new scent, the spring scent, has the natural tone to it. Turns brown. So if you get Embark and you have a brown soap, don't panic. actually didn't color it brown at all. That's natural progression of that fragrance. Anyways, that's an Embark scent that would fit in. Now, some of our samples are going to be too big and you're going to like not work. Again, I would just say, you know, well, that was an awful break. You could use a knife if you like more precise breaks. Stick that in, and there you've got that. So, options, multiple options there. I don't know. I don't. That's really the main thing. If you guys have other questions about it or other suggestions about it, our main thing was, you know, we're trying to stay home. Our family is doing, you know, making schedules so that we're home as much as possible. We're not having to be out, but logistically we do have to be out and at some point. And those of you that are out on a regular basis still due to work or scheduling or because of children or whatever the situation might be, I know everybody's just trying to do their best right now to be germ-free, to keep the social distancing, to respect boundaries, and wash, because that's what we keep saying. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. You were reading, or so, I was reading something, they said liquid soap was fine, but it didn't do as good of a job.
So Alton Brown was saying that.
Okay, Alton Brown was saying, yes, yeah. That's right, in that video. That,
bar soap's the best.
Yeah, the bar soap is going to be the best about, you know, removing germs and really getting that germ-free zone, you know, for your hands. That's the best option is bath soap or a bar soap. We call it bath soap, bar soap, whatever. Liquid soap is still fine. It's just not going to be as effective.
Yes. And
of course, you know, if you don't have access to either one, there's hand sanitizer.
Yes.
And that's you know, a good option too. Definitely better than doing nothing.
Bar soap's best of all. But
bar soap is best of all. And which, you know, the timing of that just worked out great because we, you know, had listed these the other week, not thinking this was all going to come together. And
really before any of the COVID stuff really came out.
We'd actually had these packaged for a long time, and I just hadn't listed them anywhere. Hadn't done anything with them, so they've been in here. They've been ready. They just haven't. We hadn't had them on the site till last week.
I think so. Yeah.
When I guess it was early last week. Can't remember. And so, anyways, the timing just worked out well for that. The soap sticks are on our website. There's 3 different size bags. The smallest bag is it's usually 3.5 to 4 up to 5 ounces is the smallest bag. Then the medium size, and that's $3. Okay. Our medium size bag is 5 and 6 ounce, and then the larger bag is 7 ounces or more. This one's really big, but I don't know. It's probably like 8 or 9. But so those are on there, but the other alternative, if you don't want soap sticks or they're not available when you go for the size that you want, is you can just buy like a bar of soap, you know, and you can, I mean, depending on how long the bar is cured out, it's going to be harder than others, but you can safely use a kitchen knife, sharp kitchen knife, and be able to cut it into chunks or whatever you need to fit this, or if you have another container that you're taking with you, you know, you can do that. One of the other things we listed was this set. It's a 3-set of bath soaps. I just called it Wonders of Winter. We made these back in the fall, and again, we were busy, which was great, and we had family stuff going on and holidays, and it was good. Life just kind of busy, and I'm really, really awful at naming soaps, so I just kind of had set them aside and not done anything with them. So I finally decided we need to get these soaps on the website. So they're a little late. They're more wintry scents. There's 3 of them in there, but they can be used year round, and they're perfectly fine to use. They're just like our other Bath and Bar Soap, same recipe and everything. They're just, one is like a kind of a crisp, like a, not like pine sol at all, but crisp conifer type scent. Another one is more of a dessert, and the other one is kind of like a patchouli and orange type tone. But anyways, these are cheaper than the individual ones. The pack is $12.50, so you're just looking at a little over, $4 a bar as opposed to $6 a bar. So you could get a good bit more soap this way, and you could chop these up and do that. So I don't know, another option there. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask us. And you can always email or message us on Facebook or Instagram or any of that too if you have other questions. And I think that was the main thing we wanted to share.
Yep.
So check back. I'll probably send a newsletter out. Well, I'll send a newsletter out Thursday with links to Embark, to the new scent. And then probably once we get those other tins in, I can maybe send another email out, let everybody know that the tins are available, and you can, get the tins from us if you need something, or, between now and then, go to the store. If you happen to already be out, don't go out if you don't need to. If you're already at the store and you see the box, or a box similar to that, full of mints, you could buy it, dump what's inside if you wanted, or eat them all in a couple of days, and your mouth would be very spicy. And then you've got an empty tin to use. And again, there's other options too, but that just happened to be Levi's option. I was thrilled that he noticed the size thing and the feasibility on that. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great night, and thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting us, and thanks for allowing us to do this. This has always been a blessing for our family to be able to work together as a family and to work from home, but especially in light of what's happening now, just environmentally, socially, this is huge for us to still be able to continue functioning at normal levels, and just be able to keep going with Soap Commander. So thank you for making that happen. We couldn't do it without you, obviously, so we appreciate it. You all have a good evening. Wash your hands. If you haven't watched Alton Brown's video about the hand washing method, you'll be entertained and educated. He always does a good job at that.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so take time to do that, and let us know if you have any questions or if there's any way we can help. And stay safe and healthy. Bye.
Bye.